Hi folks, thank you so much for downloading this episode of a work in progress D&D podcast, a creative experiment of sorts. I'd like to mention that this podcast is not for children. Now, why don't we jump into this adventure? Okay, let me just adjust, make sure I'm presentable in an audio format.
Hold on, how's my hair look?
It's good. Beard's good, clean. All right.
I need a shave.
Yeah.
Same.
Same. Hi, folks. It's us. We're back for this episode 10 of a work in progress D&D podcast. As always, we start with the one born first.
I'm Sean, and I play Alex Arcadis, the Artificer Armorer Variant Human.
Very nice. And then second, but born third.
Okay, that was confusing. Hi, I'm Ryan. I would play as the tiefling paladin Pine Deciduery.
And last, but born second, is me, Eric, your DM, GM, AM, PM,
24/7.
24/7, 8 days a week.
Wait, what?
Hold on, wait.
Let's go on.
1, 2,
3, 24/7, 12,
7 days a week.
12 a year, 12 months out of the year.
14 parsecs a minute. What?
Huh? Well, with that goofiness out of the way, why don't we jump into this adventure because we got some intrigue ready to go. So, let's go! Alright, let's do a recap. Last time on our podcast, this D&D actual play adventure, our adventurers were chased down by the cops apparently outside my window.
They caught us.
I mean, you're
Damn, they heard
you're
us.
not wrong. That could be a possibility.
That is a potential actually possibility for what is about to happen. So, last time, our adventurers had just returned... had just returned from their work in the northernmost farm of the Green Duchy after slaying the beast that was going to destroy it, after apprehending a rogue guard who was apparently going to spread this plague up north with a little vial of, let's say, plague juice.
That's what I have written in my notes.
Perfect. And discovering that through magic, he's not able to reveal who put him up to this. So, our adventurers head back to the Green Duchy to discover that members of the Platinum Order, the sort of justice sect of the House of Bahamut, have apparently arrived. A couple of those, as they're called...
Claws of Justice.
Thank you. Claws of Justice have... Apparently a certain number of them are now found in the Green Duchy, because it seems that Father Preston has discovered that the person who has spread this plague, or started this whole plague thing, was Roma, the wizard advisor of the Duke, and so has put her in jail to then be sentenced to burning in the square tomorrow. But before that, tonight, there is to be a feast in honor of the great heroics of our adventurers and our good boy, Sir Edmund Brightblade. And now it has been decided by our adventurers that after the feast, one of them will disguise themselves, head down, and try to talk to the imprisoned Roma to find out what could possibly be going on. Because they don't think, or maybe they do, think that she did the thing. So, with that...
Can I just say that before we do, have the feast, can we just go over our plan again?
Yeah, by all means. Whatever you guys would like to do. We'll say in this planning phase, before the feast starts, go over your guys' plan. You have time to talk.
Okay. All right, so the plan... Yeah, so the plan is, probably after the feast or whatever, you're going to go off, disguise yourself as the bishop guy.
as the Duke.
As the Duke. Right.
Right,
No,
Duke.
wait, Duke. Not
No,
Duke.
not the Duke.
No.
The Father Carth Preston. That's the one.
Disguise yourself as the grandson and show up at.
Oh, that would be awkward. Okay, yeah. So disguise self and talk to Roma. Try to get the truth out.
Yeah, get myself down to the holding cells and get some answers.
Yeah, and if we need to rescue her, if you feel like you can do that, like with your immediate abilities, then maybe go for it. I don't know. It might be hard with the disguise self, but still. But even if you can't, let me know the locks. Like how many, whatever. Like at least give me a grand description of locks so there's a chance I can pickpocket. And also find out if she can escape herself, because I can't. I can only turn myself invisible.
Right.
Was that the thing? I think that was the main thing. Yeah, because when you figure out the situation, if she needs to be saved, you come back up, undisguise self. Let me know, and I'll try to find a way to get down there. Which, speaking of which, there were 2 things I need to do before the party.
Okay.
Or if Edmund would have any, does he have like a black, kind of dark bluish... No, wait, not dark bluish. What are the castle walls like?
They are like they're made of stone in the sense of like, traditional brick kind of castle wall. They are sort of green tinted, as it is the green keep / castle.
Well, if Edmund has a mostly black, but have like a little bit of the tint of the castle, that'd be great. Because my plan is to just put a cloak around me, and then I'll activate my armor so I can increase my stealth chances. And just in case anyone does any magic shit that dispels my armor, I at least have something to protect me.
Gotcha.
Keep me covered. And I'm also... I'm trying to remember if we were going to allow this. I was thinking about adding another replicable item to my list, but would that get rid of my infused bag of holding?
Well, you can have 2 infusions going, or now that you're level 5, can you have more?
Let me see.
I don't know how many infusions you can have, prepared.
Right, let me see.
At a time.
5. Oh, no, it's still 4, but that's my only infusion, really.
But you can have 2 items you can know 4, but you can have 2 infused at once.
Okay.
I think
so.
Yeah, it's not really saying... Oh, wait, infusions... Oh. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical item and imbue it with one of your artificer infusions, turning it into a magical one. And the infusion works on only certain kinds of objects as a specified infusion. If the item requires attunement, you can attune to it. If you decide to attune to the item later, you must do so. When you get... Hang on, let me look at Infusion Stone. When you gain this feature, pick 4 Artificer Infusions to learn. Choosing from the Artificer Infusions. When you gain level in the class, you can replace one of the Artificer... Okay, that's talking about the actual infusions. I'm just talking about the replicable item itself.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Which I'm pretty sure that's the case. I know we probably talk about this, but I want to be sure, because I could really probably use this. Yeah, using this infusion, you replicate a particular magic item. You can learn this infusion multiple times. Each time you do so, choose a magic item you can make with it, picking from one of the replicable items table. A table's title tells you the level you must be. It's in what I want, so...
Okay. Alright, so here's the thing I was talking about.
Okay.
In your Artificer, table, the chart that kind of gives you the down, it says, showing my brother, people in the listening can't see, but this table, Sean?
Yeah,
that one, it says that you can have 2 in items infused, and it shows you how many items you can have infused.
Okay.
So you can have 2. So as of right now, you have one of your items is your bag of holding.
Yeah.
What is the other one? I don't know if you decided what that second infusion is.
I didn't decide. I actually didn't decide what my other one was. Damn it.
Yeah, in terms of infusions known, I mean, it mainly just I'm cool with you having to replicated magical items. I just
Yeah.
wasn't sure if you had decided like what your other infused item thing was going to be. If it was just going to be like one of the other things.
Yeah.
Or if you're just going to
Yeah.
replicate another magical item.
I was just gonna replicate a magical item. That's what I really need for this. So
Okay, so you'll have your bag of holding and another.
yeah, I'm gonna do goggles of night. I'm gonna use
Okay.
like my safety glasses to magically infuse into goggles of night. So
Gotcha.
write that down. It's my second replicable item.
So now you can see in
Yeah.
darkness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I might need to turn off the lights.
Understood.
You don't want to be too careful.
Yeah. I will say you have a dark cloak, like a travel cloak, if anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's basically it. I'm prepared. So,
All right.
you good, Pine?
Yep.
All right. So you guys have your plan. You know what you're doing.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, just gonna do a big stretch. Oh, big stretch.
Get your rolls
So-
out, Ryan.
What?
Get your rolls out.
Yeah.
How you been doing?
Not great.
Perfect. I love it. All right. So, you guys have had your time to secretly set down a plan, prepare your spells, your magical items, and have you let Edmund know, Sir Edmund know of what the plan is, or no?
Yeah,
I
'cause
believe we talked to him.
Yeah, we gave
Okay.
a rough plan when we were tending to Juniper. So,
Right, in the stables.
yep.
Okay. And more or less, Sir Edmund is not going to be involved necessarily with
Right,
the plan.
right,
He just
right.
knows of what's going to happen. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Also, I don't know if I ever made this clear, but I am attuned to the goose boots. I just remember I had those today,
Mm-hmm.
so I am attuned to those.
Okay, cool.
Those could be useful.
Yeah, it's almost like I hoped
You would pick it.
made
and
them
you-
and specifically for them to be useful.
Yeah. And of course, for those who don't know, I am attuned to that one ring. The one ring.
The
Tungsten ring, the
the fire resistance
and
ring
control
that-
flame.
Yes. Which have you looked up that spell, the cantrip?
Yeah, I mean, I had the player guidebook here, so I already have an idea what this.
It's not in the player's
it's not?
handbook. No,
Okay,
I don't
sure
think
it
you
was.
have. It's in Xanathar's. You might.
Oh,
I don't
I have
think.
Xanathar's. Yeah.
Okay, good. yeah.
Okay. Okay, swear it was
It's
in the
the
player's
control
handbook.
flame cantrip. So. Okay, just
Yeah.
prepping up some stuff real quick, making sure things are
Jeez.
good.
Don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that with the flame.
Too far. Okay.
Okay, let me try my rolls.
Edit this out.
That was
it's
cocked.
not super long. Okay. All right. You guys ready now that you're all planned up and set?
Sure.
Yep.
All right. You've looked at all your magic items. You've looked at all your spells. You've looked at anything else you might need for what happens.
Yeah.
So, it is time, my friends, for a grand feast, a spectacular feast of incredible proportions to celebrate the great work that our two adventurers have completed along with their friend and companion, Sir Edmund Brightblade. As you come down into like the feast hall, the main hall of the Green Keep, you see before you this massive spread on this table. It's laid out with all sorts of like cornucopias in various of ways of various fresh vegetables and fruits, as well as various other foods in front of you, such as like leeks that have been like confit and like oil in like olive oil, smashed eggplant, roasted tomatoes, all different kinds of ham pies, fried vegetables, even like big crusty slices of bread that have been fried and like perfumed and grated with garlic and salt. You also see some impressively roasted rainbow trout, as well as a specialty from the Indigo Duchy, some rainbow oysters on the tables. Various things to drink, from wines and ciders to especially a beloved favorite is the rose gold cider here, as well as, of course, a special in almost any area, Frostbeard Brewery's Big B Mead, a fine loved drink of the Rainbow Coast. So you see before you this massive feast, all sorts of individuals around you, various wait staff bringing stuff out. The Duke himself is at the head of the table with Father Preston next to him, a bunch of the remaining guards who from the battle that came by, enjoying drinking and feasting on the delicious food before you. Sir Edmund Brightblade is also close by to the Duke as well, kind of taking roughly a spot where you'd imagine if Roma were not imprisoned,
should be
right
on the
now.
right. Yeah.
So you see Sir Edmund's like, friends, please come join. Please, you must try these. These are delicious. Have you ever had a rainbow oyster from the Indigo Duchy? I must say, they are quite delectable. And, hold on, going to do a quick little roll here. Where's my D100? There we go. Holy I can't believe he did it. He did it. Oh my god. And you watch as Edmund's like, and look, you can see, and he opens up one. There's a chance that you might find a pearl. A blue pearl. This is one of the rarest color pearls one can find within an oyster. This is incredible. Honestly, I'm speechless. This is incredible. You know what? As a gift from me to you, I'm going to gift this to you, just as a token of my appreciation for all your hard work. That had a 5% chance of happening. Before.
Oh, so you had to roll a 1 or 5? 1 through 5?
Yeah, and he did that on a D100. And I have it set that the blue pearl is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god!
Again, Sir Edmund Brightblade just gets absolutely destroyed by a bullet and then immediately rolls you guys this expensive pearl.
Yes.
Oh my sweet night. So yeah, if you guys take in the feast, I don't know if there are any talking you want to do to the many things, or if you want to give your chance at rolling for a pearl yourself.
You know what?
After hearing there's a chance for
me too.
More pretty things.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
Pine is gonna be
so
all
I'll let
about
you know.
it.
You have to roll a D100. There's a 15% chance of finding a white pearl, which is 100 gold. 10% chance of finding a black pearl, which is 500 gold. Or that stupid 5% chance of finding a blue pearl. That's already happened. Not to say that you can't find another.
Wait,
What'd you roll? What's the numbers?
I'm 009.
That's a black pearl, isn't
That's
it?
a black pearl.
Black pearl. Yes.
So, Pine, you go in. I don't know, Pine, have you ever had an oyster before?
Absolutely not. This is incredible. I'm immune to disease. I hope that maybe that helps with no food poisoning.
Well, then another question, more Eric to Ryan. Ryan, have you ever had an oyster before?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, but we've had clams and things.
Well,
it's
absolutely.
not entirely dissimilar. So, Pine, you go in after seeing that. It's like, oh, cool. You grab the first oyster, shuck it open, and there before you is this gorgeous, lustrous black pearl, which is worth 500 gold pieces.
Well, my turn.
It's like, oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Alex, they're just spitting them out. Like, are they truly this rare?
I mean, they're dead, so they're technically not spitting anything. Sorry. Please, have more oysters. I don't mean to make them
All right, my
not
turn.
delectable. And so you have it, and it's honestly one of the best oysters.
45.
45?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I'm gonna
Alex,
try.
you pry one open. No oyster. You eat it. There's like a little bit of sand left over.
Oh, it's kind of gritty.
Fuck
A
it. I'm
little
trying
bit,
again.
It's still delicious to me. If you want to try again,
I'm
by
gonna
all
try.
means. I don't mean to turn
Alex
this feast-
completely forgets the plan for the night and just
Yes.
loses it over
Just starts eating oysters, looking for pearls.
It's like, no, fine, you go ahead. I've got to find a damn pearl.
I'll give you another roll if you'd
All
like.
right, at least in our Fuck! 69!
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, unfortunately,
It squirts at me.
as you keep going, you unfortunately don't find any.
I know.
Um,
I don't want to roll anymore. I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great. So, you eat, you drink, you have a wonderful time. I don't know if you intentionally do. You guys imbibe or drink any alcohol from this?
Nah. I want to be sober for this.
A little, only for like the appearance of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'll take one of their non-alcoholic drinks if they have any.
Yeah,
little,
they have-
a little
they
bit
have-
of the mead is probably.
They have
what they'll be.
non-alcoholic cider and other like fruit juices and things. I mean, it's basically any and all things you might.
So your
need.
character likes mead, Ryan?
He indulges a little.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's not you and not the character.
Not just Ryan.
Yeah.
From where he's from, I feel like mead would definitely be one of the
Okay.
more.
Okay.
Then real quick, Ryan, I will have you roll just a Constitution saving throw. You can have advantage. Realistically, this is only if you get
A 1?
specific number. Yeah, which is a 1. If you fail this,
13.
yeah,
Okay.
you roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was an 11 and a 5.
So
Yeah, good.
you probably got your big roll early on now. That's it.
Yeah, it was basically just to make sure that, if you somehow were to roll 2 1s, then, oh boy. So throughout the night goes by. At roughly halfway through the meal, the Duke excuses himself, as, they're old, just gets tired a bit quicker, and heads off to bed, with Father Preston actually, taking the Duke up as well, giving him an extra, shoulder to lean on. You look around you. A bunch of the Rainbow Guard are drunk. Actually, make a perception check for me, both of you.
Okay.
15.
14.
14. Okay. Pine, as Alex will say, this is you still shucking through oysters and such. So you don't quite notice it immediately.
54.
No, sorry. Sean rolls incredibly well for all things, but when it comes to shucking oysters
No.
and looking for pearls,
So, Sean has the incredible luck with gambling in real life and, all that stuff, and I don't. And then in the fantasy world, I have the luck in the gambling,
absolutely.
and he doesn't.
Except in this gambling, you're not actually losing any money.
No.
So, Pine, you happen to notice that quite mostly, all of the Rainbow Guard have pretty much just, if not entirely inebriated, are at least very close to being. The thing you do notice, though, is that the members of the Platinum Guard that are sort of stationed by the door to, the entrance, as well as, 1 or 2 kind of located elsewhere. Roughly there are 4 here, 2 by the main door into the hall, as well as, 1 to each sort of primary exit of the hall, to kind of create sort of an all lookout. They have not taken any food or drink while stationed here. And I'll say, in terms of what you notice, they are definitely decked out. They are wearing plate armor. They have a shield. They have a sort of ceremonial spear of sorts, and a sword to the hip. They are very much decked out. They are very, what you can tell, trained and disciplined. And if you were to have to fight one of them,
It would be bad.
it would be a tough fight.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
with that in mind, how do you guys want to go? This feast is basically going to go out through the night. Musicians are also playing. The Rainbow Guard that are drunk are singing and rough and arm wrestling and playing all sorts of just games and just enjoying the food, with various the butlers and the maids just kind of coming out and making sure everyone is okay. So it is starting to get later. How would you guys like to proceed?
So do we know where this dungeon or the holding cell is?
If I recall, Edmund said that it was downstairs, and I only remember downstairs to the right.
Yeah,
to the
so
left.
in this main hall, which is also sort of the the Duke's throne, like area, sort of where all the meetings happen. The two like other sort of main entrances that kind of lead into the other keep.
Mhm.
To the left is essentially where the Duke and Father Preston went. That sort of leads to more of the like living quarters and other areas of the like the living areas of the keep. The right leads to sort of the more, let's say, like loungish areas, or like, you know, the library of the keep and the training room, the armory, stuff like that, as well as the stairs down to the dungeon. So you want to go, so left is to rooms, right is to the dungeon. Essentially all you need to know. And you essentially have to just go down some stairs and such. I'll say you don't know how many Claws of Justice are potentially keeping watch over the dungeons right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And
all right, so I'm gonna go to Pine as just lean over to Pine as well. I'm having zero luck with these oysters. But I was thinking, I'm starting to think, should we both go?
It would possibly make things a little both easier and harder.
Yeah.
It's tough to say. Have we noticed if the father, if Karth has come back, or has he basically stayed with?
No, Father Preston has vacated the dining hall and just went up with the Duke. As to what they're doing, or he's doing, it's you aren't sure. You'd imagine he's probably watching over the Duke or attending to anything else, or he could just be sleeping. Who knows? I will say Sir Edmund is kind of staying with the Rainbow Guards and kind of staying in the dining, the Grand Hall, and probably will be for the rest of the evening as sort of a, you know, since you would have to, depending on how you want to do this, if you're going to go up to the left area, disguise yourself, and then come back down and go to the right, you'd at least know that essentially Sir Edmund Brightblade being in the Grand Hall is sort of like the midpoint of moving throughout the keep.
Because part of the plan was to go to where Father Preston had last been seen and then come back through that way.
Yeah. So that basically would just be going up the left archway door and then coming back through there, since that is where all the rooms are, and that is where he and the Duke went.
Okay. So I just need to know, are we gonna both go together, or should we still stick with our one at a time?
Because we can both turn ourselves invisible.
Yes.
Right.
It's just that, of course, if I'm following you, I'm gonna turn myself visible and like stay close behind you. Oh, I was just trying to remember. Can disguise self?
I think it's disguise self.
Turn someone else, or is it just you?
Self.
Okay. That makes sense. All right.
I probably us going together might be the best.
Yeah, because I was just saying, after hearing about the guards, it's gonna be tough going alone.
So Pine, let's both make our way over to like where the father had left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are
just one more thing.
towards the left.
94. Fuck it. Let's go.
You head to the left side, which basically, as far as anyone is aware, and I won't have you guys roll for this, you guys are basically just calling it a night and heading back up to your room. As far as anyone is aware of what's going on. So you head up the left side, back up to, I don't know, do you guys want to disguise and go invisible in your room, so at least no one is aware?
Well, I know I'll probably do that. I don't know what.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just do the same.
Okay. Make a perception check as you guys are walking back to your room.
Okay. There we go. 20. Oh, 19. Sorry.
Unnatural 20.
Oh.
Very nice. As you guys are heading back to your room, you notice that there are no Claws of Justice, like, guarding your room or anything like that. Like, you guys are pretty much safe and on your way up, because on your way up, you guys don't pass by the Duke's quarters or even Father Preston. They're much, like, higher. They're above you on terms of, like, level area. So if you wanted to go see or go up to one more level where Father Preston or the Duke's chambers would be, you would probably see some claws of justice up there.
Mm-hmm.
But as of your guys' floor and like your given room, you guys are unguarded and not being watched. So
Okay. All right, so gonna go in the room.
Yep.
All right, so I'm bringing out my black cloak, activate my ghost for Ghost of Night, and then armor change. But it's not gonna be my Mark II armor. Instead, it's gonna be basically same kind of design as from the book of Tasha's, but it's all like black. And my helmet is going to look like a sturge.
A sturge?
Yep. Basically, I'm making the D&D version.
Oh my god, he's Batman.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I thought, why not? I've been thinking about this all the time.
So as in like the sturge, like those weird little like fleshy mosquito creatures?
Yeah. Oh, I thought they were bats.
I mean, they are bats.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are bats, but they're like fleshy.
Yeah, but it's not that it's gonna like stick out. It's just gonna look like a design with maybe the ears whatnot, but the design is just gonna look like a carving of like a face. Like my face, like nothing's gonna like stick out like a mosquito. In fact, I'm gonna look at this.
Here,
Is it
let me. Here, I've pulled up.
Okay.
This is what it looks like in like the 5th edition Monster Manual. That's what a sturge looks like, Sean.
Okay. No, that's fine. Again, but nothing's gonna stick out. It's just gonna look like a carving of a
Carving
sturge.
of a long proboscis.
Watch this, like down on my face.
Right,
Like they
yeah,
think
down
like the eyes are right
here.
here. Yeah, like down here. But I'm gonna make it
Right.
more black like.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh.
I've been thinking about this all day.
All right. So we have currently in this room a pine disguised as Father Preston, and
The Sturge Man.
The sturge. No, just
Sturge
the
Man.
sturge.
The
The Sturge.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast invisibility.
And you're gonna cast invisibility yourself. Wonderful. So
Okay.
with newly disguised Father Preston and the Sturge invisible behind him, you head down, and just for the heck of it, Alex, can you make a stealth check with advantage since you're invisible?
Okay.
Roll that for me. I just kind of want to see what you roll.
Oh, first one's 19. So, stealth. +2, so 21.
Okay, cool. So, you head on down as Father Preston, and actually, Pine, why don't you give me a performance check, and I'll give you advantage as you look like Father Preston right now, as you're just kind of walking past these Claws of Justice Knights.
That is a 21.
Okay.
21. Okay. So very easily, you guys are able to walk back down, walk past the guard, the claw that is guarding the left side, and just walk through the Great Hall. You see, do you give any notification to Sir Edmund that you are indeed you and not Father Preston, or no?
If he just happens to catch, like, our eye, like, if he notices that Father Preston has gone up, just kind of give him a look and just, like, a slight nod.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's just me.
You get the feeling that Edmund notices you, but is not aware that it is you.
All right, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe him being out of the loop is probably best.
Well, I guess when we told him that we were going to
He
disguise...
knows, but he's not aware. He doesn't know
Right,
that...
but he doesn't know that's you. Like,
yes,
okay,
exactly.
yeah.
He thinks that you are Father Preston, based on his insight check that I rolled. So, you walk past the other claw that is onto the right side, which leads you essentially to the area, the side of the keep that is where the stairs to the dungeon are located.
So we just passed one?
So yeah, so there was two guarding the front gate to the keep,
Okay.
and then one on each side, one on the left, one on the right of like the two back main entrances or exits and entrance to the keep or the hall. Jeez. So, and now you guys start to head down the dungeon steps. It's a bit of a long walk going down. It takes you like a couple minutes, and eventually you find yourself in the dungeon. You like open the door, and it is essentially a very dimly lit hallway with like horizontal and vertical like bars in this area. You can see that a lot of the cells here are empty, but the one in the far back, sort of the biggest one, is guarded, the main door, on two sides by two claws of justice. And in the center, where you see, like, sitting in the middle with sort of a little bit of lights kind of shining through, you see the robed and masked figure that is Roma Owl Eye, the wizard advisor to the Green Duke.
Okay.
So, what do you wish to do?
So she is in his cell, right?
She is in a cell. She is sitting in the center of her cell.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be moving or anything. Just seems to be there. There are two claws.
The two cards, yeah.
Guarding on the side of the cell. It doesn't seem they have done anything, or they seem to have seen you walk in and sort of like stand up straighter a little bit. Not that they were standing or slouching by any means, but definitely seeing you, Father Preston's, like, definitely become a bit more rigid. So, what do you wish to do, Pine, disguised as Father Preston?
So he will look at the two claws and he'll say, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to have a little time alone with our prisoner.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Short, sweet, to the point.
17.
17.
He's rolling.
Both of the claws just nod and walk forward and just like out the door and kind of keep it closed. But they are, as far as you are aware, they are right outside the like big door that leads into like the main dungeon proper.
Okay, so they're not here in like the room that we're in.
They are not within like the dungeon bar area. So as of right now, as far as anyone else looking in on the scene, they would just see Father Preston and Roma Owleye with a border between them.
Okay, I just want to know, is the door leading to like the outside of there have like a window of some sort?
It has like, you know what, we're just going to roll a straight sort of luck thing and we'll figure out what's going on. Thank you. That was a 10. No, there is no like window or anything. It is a like solid wood barred with metal door.
Either way, as of right now, I'm just gonna stay near that door and just here in case someone comes in. If you need me, let me know.
Are we aware of how much time has passed
Since I walked down here?
I'd say about 20 minutes. You have roughly 40 minutes to talk with Roma and get back without anyone realizing that you are not who you appear to be.
So 20-minute talk and 20-minute out, if possible.
Basically.
Okay.
Well, Roma, what do you have to say for yourself?
You say that. You see Roma standing there, just kind of like tilts up her head, owl mask there, kind of shining in the moonlight, and just stares at you. Does not seem to
say anything.
Doesn't say anything. It doesn't appear to. It's hard to say because they literally are wearing an owl mask that conceals their whole face, and all their robes kind of concealing their whole form. So, as far as you're aware, they're at least looking at you. But
okay, so with that, since she didn't say anything, Pine just kind of like basically breaks character, but still looks like him. Just breaks character, kind of like looks around and kneels down and goes, "Okay, Roma, I'm not the father, obviously. Well, I don't know if that's obvious. Well, it is now. What is going on? Why did father suspect you of this going on? We need to know. We're looking to maybe possibly clear your name, or just get answers.
Or that'll be coming time."
You do that. You lean down. You're whispering this to Roma. Roma's face, owl mask, follows your motion and is still looking directly in your eyes. No answer.
Can I try and like beckon her closer to me by the door or by the bars?
Sure. You try it. You beckon her closer. You kind of watch as Roma starts to slowly, like, move forward a little closer to the bars.
Is your mouth bound? Are you magically affected? Are you magically affected? Shake your head for yes or no.
The mask of Roma just kind of tilts slightly to the right.
It's like, a fucking owl.
A puppy dog looking at you. As like it understands the question, but it heard you, but it doesn't seem to completely understand the question.
Are you able to speak?
Shakes the head back and forth.
Shit.
With that, Pine, can you make a perception check?
15.
You're getting the sense that you're not getting anywhere with what is happening right now for whatever reason, due to the fact that Roma is not able to speak through means you maybe are not sure of. You look up at the window that is like shining in moonlight, and you see two forms. One small, the other one decently large. You see a little one of which is able to come on in, and it's the tiny little elf owl that is, as you know, is Roma's familiar. The other one, you can only guess, is the great horned owl that was following you the entire time you guys were exploring. And you see the little elf owl kind of hops down a little bit, very quietly and stealthily, and hops down close by, and you see it has something in its mouth. And it is a little piece of paper, and it gives you said little piece of paper, and then it like hops back up and goes back out the window, and with the other owl, and they fly away.
No, damn it! All right, I open up the letter and read it.
You see a little map. It's a little drawing, and from what you can glean from it, it looks like some sort of drawing of the area around the keep. Like, it shows a little bit of like a keep on the hill and like some foresty area and like the little path you guys came up to get there, and like a little wooded area where you can see a symbol of like a little owl in it. So and you can see like a moon in the sky, the drawing of it. So do with that what you will.
All right, just rolls up the paper, hides it in the illusion. It's in his breastplate, whatever. And he goes, "All right, we'll see what we can do for you, Roma."
I don't think anyone's saying that. Because I think the owl's left.
Well, I'm still talking to Roma, the one in the cell.
Oh. Is Roma in the cell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just owls.
Roma wears an owl mask.
Well, yeah, I know that. Okay, I thought it was just the owls and she... Okay, I completely got the wrong idea. I thought it was just, like, she escaped already. It was just the owls left there just to give her the appearance in there. Gone now.
No.
Okay.
They were in the window.
Okay. Okay, now I got it.
So, and then I just turn all into character again, and I just walk out the door.
Alright, I'm like going back just like right behind him.
I'll open up the door and usher the guards to take their post again, so that they don't run into Alex.
Yeah, absolutely.
By accident.
That happens. They go back to their post, standing guard. You guys leave the dungeon and head back up to your room. And as far as anyone is the wiser,
nothing.
You guys at least were able to get down and talk, or
talk
to Roma.
Air quotes.
But now you have a little map that seems to indicate a location in the woods nearby for something. But we will find out what that something is after we take this little break. We'll see you all in a little bit. Hi, folks. Welcome to the mid-break. It's me, Eric, as always, and I bet you have lots of questions about who and what and where and why and, what's going to happen next. Well, if you keep listening, some of those questions will get answered. All right, let's get back to the episode. Welcome back, everyone. So, our adventurers have just received a tiny little map of sorts from the elf owl familiar of Roma. Now what they do with this information, that they are back safely in their abode in the keep. Let's see what they decide to do with it. So, you guys, you twos, are back in your room. What do you guys want to do? As far as you're aware, it's still, I'd say roughly the whole, 50 minutes that took.
Mm-hmm.
It is roughly around maybe almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So, what do you two wish to do with the new information that you have?
Well, I was thinking about keeping my visibility up, but that wore off. It's gonna wear off soon, so.
Yeah, and, just drop my disguise self.
Probably save it for maybe another thing.
All right.
And, okay, I just want to say just the material components for invisibility, an eyelash encased in gum Arabic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to follow those exactly.
I know, but that's just... What? Anyway.
Oh, there's some weird stuff.
There's some weird stuff.
To cast a fireball, you literally need bat guano and sulfur.
In a way, that makes sense to me, surprisingly. Anyway,
okay.
All right,
so looking at the note.
So this looks like a meeting place, or at least somewhere that, if I was gonna try and do it in the cell, but since they left, if this is meeting with them and they have some information that they can glean to us, or I could talk to her large barn owl if needed. So I say we better...
Horned owl.
Horned owl. So I say let's go do that.
Okay.
And let's bump into Sir Edmund and...
Okay. You go ahead. This is my never shot those oysters. Let's go!
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
so you
hungry
head back
again.
down. The feast is starting to dwindle down. A lot of the food has mostly been removed. I mean, there's maybe...
How many...
There's I'll give you the one roll. There's one oyster left. It's in the hand of a drunk... It's just an absolutely passed out drunk rainbow guard who was... Unfortunately fell asleep before you could finish, or actually pry it open, so...
Okay, it's I'm just gonna take that. Alright, here we go. 18!
18.
That's a small one, right?
That you open that up and you find a white pearl, which is... Wait, you said 18?
Yeah.
No.
That
sorry.
wasn't it! I thought it was 20! Up to 20!
Did I say 20, or did I say...
you said 20! I'm sure you did.
Okay, then yes. Sorry, I guess
Yeah.
I wrote 15, but I guess I said 20, or whatever. Yeah, we'll go with what I said. So
Okay.
yes, that is one. You have a white pearl, which is worth 100 gold pieces.
Oh. And I'll just say, just looking at that pearl, glimpsing in my hand, the last one is I know what I'm gonna do with you. And I figured out what my next infusion's gonna be.
Cool.
All right.
So,
Okay.
with that, you see there are a couple of the Rainbow Guard that are actually, apparently have, passed out and are sleeping here. You see Sir Edmund is still kind of sitting at the table. He's, kind of just, slowly starting to, nod off, but still trying to, keep himself awake to, keep a watch of anything.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 claws are still in their positions, but as you head down, he sees you and says, "Ah, my friends.
Yes.
Apologies,
It's quite right.
I'm just still looking at my pearl, actually.
Yeah. I believe it's good to see you back. There's only so much food, a lot of them taken away, but I think I might go and check on Juniper once more before heading off to bed, if you'd like to join me."
Oh, that's quite alright.
See, basically, I just want to say, fine, you technically have someone that's sleeping and one that's glamoring at the pearl that they finally won. Oh.
I'm just gonna let him sleep when I grab Alex by the collar and just start dragging him out.
Got it. Perfect. So you're able to head out. The claws let you out. They see no reason not to.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that you're out, there are 2 more claws keeping watch over the main gate inside, outside into the keep. So and you see couple other Rainbow Guard just kind of, hanging out here. So in terms of how you guys, want to exit the keep is up to you. It's possible that exiting the keep might draw some suspicion. So do what you will.
And from where I knew, like, on the map, that's, like, marked, like, outside the gate. And...
Yeah, so outside the keep. So roughly if you're looking at the map in your hand, we'll say, like, the keep is in, like, roughly, like, the center-ish area of the paper, with the path leading down, and roughly to the right, like, map right of the paper, you can see, like, the woods and, like, that little owl symbol with, like, the moon in the top section of the little map. So I will say there are claws that are keeping watch here, as well as some Rainbow Guards. So there are people out and about here in the evening keeping guard the night shift. So it might seem suspicious to them as to why the two of you might be leaving at 2:00 in the evening.
So
maybe we should bring Edmund.
No, it's fine. Pine just continues to walk, and as he, like, gets close to the guards, he just kind of goes, just going for a midnight stroll. It's just kind of airing out, getting that booze out of the system, just to help. Hopefully a night walk might help.
Roll a persuasion check.
I feel like I know what he's going to
17.
do.
Yeah, the Rainbow Guards are like, yeah, we know. All right, don't take too long. Make sure you get back before, before the sun rises.
Right.
Okay, so you head out down the path that kind of winds, eventually doing your best to dip into the woods and try and, at least to the best of your ability, find sort of the meeting place that is indicated on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a look at that map?
Sure. Okay.
I feel like I need an aerial review because I can't find a place that looks like an owl. Well, I'm kidding. Let's go.
Eventually, you are able to find a clearing that seems to be open up to the sky and is kind of lit by the moon a bit.
Okay, after looking at it, it's like, okay. It's like, I look at it, it's like, oh, now I'm wondering, it look like an owl if I fly up there.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But as you are kind of found this area that you feel like is the closest one could get to whatever sort of meeting space this is, you do hear the flap of wings, and you look up, and there you see the great horned owl and the elf owl, as well as the staff that Roma has that is sort of like a wooden staff that's tiered to have like little perches for owls to sit on. And you notice the great horned owl in particular is flying down with that staff. And as the staff lands and kind of digs into the ground, the little elf owl stays on the thing. The great horned owl hops down, and you watch as it like opens its wings and then flaps, and you watch as it transforms into the same shape as the individual you saw down in the dungeon, the long, just overflowing cloak owl mask of Roma Owleye, the wizard advisor of the Duke.
So is she not in danger at all?
Hello. I apologize for the subterfuge that I've had to enact since your arrival. My name is Roma Owleye. I am the advisor to the Green Duke. And, not the problem, or I would say not the creator of this plague that has befallen our duchy.
Insight check.
Okay.
I'll do
an insight check for
because I
me.
am curious. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
8.
8.
Hang on, I got mine. What's my insight? There. Oh, that's a +2 as well. Okay, that's a 16.
16.
That was worse.
I'll say Pine. Hard to say. She is wearing an owl mask, so you
Right.
can't see her actual face. Alex, you kind of feel like she's telling the truth. You're not like you feel like you would
Convinced
need,
yet?
more convincing, but you are leaning more towards that way.
Okay. All right. Well, at least I think we should at least hear her out. Very least. And I'm just saying, just thinking in my mind, it's like, I guess the Sturge will have to wait to make his grand entrance.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Again, that was in his mind, not
I know.
out loud.
I know.
Okay.
Yes. Well, you see, I had been working on a remedy to try and fight off this plague that has been ravaging our countryside. And in getting test subjects in terms of the plagued foliage and vegetables, I was able to discern at least that their creation is its creation is not wholly of our plane of existence, if that makes sense. So through this, I actually was also able to discover that it was being spread, and not through traditional, natural means, but I was able to encounter a individual such as yourself who was spreading this plague, and unfortunately wasn't able to get any information from them. But I was able to, through some snooping of my own, discover, well, who exactly it was that was concocting this plague. And I believe you two might already have your suspicions as to who that might be.
I knew it. I never trusted Edmund.
I was gonna think that, damn it! Damn it! It's still a moment. Damn it! But no,
No, it's the father. It's
Correct. It is indeed Father Preston, and well, once I found that out, I figured it wasn't too long before he was going to, well,
put you away.
yes, which is why the individual you met down in the dungeon is my unseen servant that has been disguised as myself, and therefore has not been able to talk, but is at least able to follow directions and been able to protect me. As you can see, I've been primarily an owl since
we've met.
Yes. I was actually the one following you when you headed up north to make sure that, well, you weren't potentially part of the scheme and were maybe ones to spread the plague as well.
or at the very least, not harmed, I'm sure, because, ouch.
Right.
Yes, that's...
Speaking of which, how does that bullet involve in all this?
I'm not sure. As far as I'm aware, it's just some beast that seems to have become enraged for whatever reason, and apparently was just making its way south from wherever it came from. I'm not entirely sure. If anything, it's just a
mere coincidence,
as far as I'm aware.
I'll just say this: I'm looking at my ring. I'm just looking at my ring as well, as maybe it may help, but I'm gonna think. No, priorities.
Romo, are you aware we found a traitor while we were up there?
Yes.
Okay.
I was watching as
did you
whether or not you were aware of that I was watching.
With that, I pull out I still have the vial of the plague juice.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and I kind of just hand it to her.
She takes it, says, I appreciate this. I've not been able to actually get the bottled substance, vialed substance myself. With this, I should be able to synthesize a sort of cure or something to fight this plague. But in the meantime, I'm more worried about
the Duke.
Yes. Because I also do believe if Father Preston is able to create these strange otherworldly plagues, I can only imagine he might be also the one behind the increased illness of the Duke as well. Because while the Duke is old, he's never been so sickly. But as you are aware, I cannot openly show my face anymore, and I doubt even my owls can do so as well. Luckily, my tower within the keep is, well, protected and locked, so no one can enter.
Right.
But trying to get anything out of it is, well, unless you can turn yourself into a tiny owl and fly up in there, it's...
Unfortunately, I don't have such power yet.
Well, I mean, I can't turn myself into an owl, but actually, I might want to rethink this, because, let me see.
Well,
yeah.
Either way,
Go ahead. Yeah.
The main thing now is trying to reveal Father Preston for the treachery he is, because I don't know entirely what his plans are, or even why he's doing this.
You don't believe it's just some grab for power in some way, trying to put himself in charge of the Green Duchy?
It's possible. I mean, without an heir, the Duke's line is pretty much gone once he dies, so... And after that, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Whether Father Preston will take over and the whole green fields will... I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. And I am unfortunately not able to do anything in the open anymore.
Right. Can I talk to Pine for 1 second?
Please. Yes, of course.
Do you think
yes.
we should mention
I was just thinking that.
Okay.
Hold on. I pop my head up from our little huddle. I just go, Roma, we can trust you, right? I gave you the vial of the plague. If you were actually the one behind it, I really just kind of gave you the thing to further your... we can trust you, right?
I mean, I don't consider myself... I know you probably don't trust me as much as you trust Sir Edmund, who is, right, by all means, probably the most trusting person you could meet, but I'd hope my actions of giving you this meeting place and showing that giving you this information that I've learned, and at least not outwardly attacking you immediately, I hope has earned me some of your trust.
I kind of want to do something stupid.
Do it.
I'm just gonna ask her a question. Okay, if you trust Edmund so much, then answer me this: what's the name of his horse?
Juniper.
She could be trusted.
I feel like
she cares so much. She knows the horse's name.
I feel like he might tell everyone his horse's name.
To be fair, yes, everyone in the duchy knows.
I would feel
Edmund and Juniper.
Well,
she also knows that everyone knows. She knows that, so okay.
So, well, what our little powwow was about was if we could trust you with the most important information that we hold. One that the only other person who knows this is Sir Edmund.
And Juniper.
Please, I'm definitely intrigued at what this incredibly important information could be.
Do you recall the Duke's children? Or the Duke's son, was it?
Yes, his son and
his grandson.
Yes, lost them in a terrible bandit attack many years ago.
Well, the grandson lives. We've met him, actually.
An older him.
We don't still have the ring, right?
No, I'm pretty sure I have it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you do. You guys, Edmund told you to keep it.
Yeah, he told us to keep it, and I kept it because I don't trust you with rings anymore.
Fair.
Roma
Yet I'm still the one kind of just saying, hey, we know this guy's alive still.
Yeah, Roma very quizzically says, how and where? How is that
Well, to answer
possible?
the where, Feywild.
Well,
actually, that's self-explanatory.
The Grey Wilds.
Greywild. Sorry, Greywild. Man. Sorry, I've been reading too much D&D. I got that.
And as into how we know it's him, Alex,
I the ring.
he gave this to us.
she like leans in and just,
I'm still gonna hold on to it. I'm not gonna give it to her yet. Just,
how did you get this?
Well, you see, it all started with some talking rats.
And on that note,
Yeah.
you hear, adventurers, hello, like through the
What?
woods, and bounding through the woods.
You've got to be kidding me.
oh my
you
god!
see this small rat in the same color as like what a like a Russian blue cat, that blue color.
Yeah.
Comes bounding through, but wearing this tiny little like musketeer hat and a rapier to her side, and jumps up on like a little things like, hello, adventurers. My name is Blue. I am from the kingdom of Rodensia. My father, you know him. I have been sent because the boy Siegfried has been captured.
Ah, fuck!
Oh,
And with
no!
that, we're going to end this episode. So, thank you so much for joining us. This has been this episode 10 with us, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Oh, God.
Well, that concludes this 10th episode of our podcast. I hope you're as excited as I am for what's about to happen, because I am so excited. If you like this episode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, rate, leave a review, share with a friend, or all the above wherever you're listening. You can email us at awipdndpodmail@gmail.com. That's spelled awipdndpodmail@gmail.com. Once again, that's awipdndpodmail@gmail.com. Very excited to read whatever you might want to send our way. You can also follow us on Twitter at a work in progress D&D podcast with the at awipdndpod. And last but not least, thank you so much for listening. Thank you to my brothers for joining in on this experiment, and as always, an extra special thank you to my wife Allie for her constant support and advice. I have been Eric, and I hope you continue along with us on this adventure, both real and imaginary. Ta-ta for now.
Which one's his dad?
Her dad?
Her dad.
Well, let's see. Her name is Blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
The rats were
Mine's are cheese and ale. I remember
cheese and
that.
ale. There's Keg, right? Was Keg one of them?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was Boss, it was Keg,
Egg.
it was Cheese and Ale. No, it was Spud.
Spud.
Spud. That's it.
It was
Spud.
Boss, Spud, Ale, and Cheese.
Yeah. It's Cheese's daughter, isn't it?
Blue cheese. Did you really kill on that name because we named them cheese?
Of course.
Maybe.